I think it has been one of the most wonderful experiences of my life.
It's wonderful because the ashram gives you the opportunity not only to study yoga or to study asanas in a proper way, but also to really live the experience of yoga in itself.
Once I looked into Shantarasa, I saw that they also had a very traditional approach and dove into the philosophy quite a bit, which is something that really appealed to me.
I really wanted to get to the roots of yoga rather than risk going with a different place that wasn't offering something as authentic.
I heard about it in a magazine and I checked out the webpage. I compared it to a lot of other teacher training courses I found on the internet, some in Spain, some others in India, and I really liked the correspondence.
I've never seen teachers who are so dedicated to their practice, who know so much about what they're doing, who are so experienced but so generous.
I came into this training without any expectations. I knew of what Shantarasa had to offer, and they just raised the level, so yeah, much more than what I expected.
I realized that they can teach us more about what yoga really is and take us further than yoga just being a physical form of exercise.
It's not only the teachings and the practices and the asanas, it's also the surrounding and the energy and really merging into the Indian culture, so it was wonderful.
The knowledge that Keval and Sadhana have is just amazing. And if I could, I would get into a time machine. I'd go back 3 weeks and I would have my first day again tomorrow.
They're just so happy to teach you. They're so happy to let you go through your process. They're so respectful of your own practice.
Learning a lot of things that you can take to your daily life and really make a huge change. So it was not only learning, but it was also like a life experience.
It was amazing. The philosophy definitely went really deep, and I'm so grateful for it because it's created so much more depth and meaning to knowing why I'm doing what I'm doing.
It changed a lot in myself and in what I expect from life and what I'm going to do in the future.
My experience has been deeply satisfying. I realized that yoga is a tool which can lead to transformation.
Now I have a different understanding of the whole yoga practice, not from the outside, but it's a practice from the inside, and that was really unique.
A really, truly wonderful environment to be able to let all these teachings unfold, because there's a sense of communion.
If you're feeling a calling to studying with Shantarasa, to coming to India, I would say listen to that calling. Try not to let your ego get in the way.
You will have all the help you need to be comfortable here. You will have all the options you need to feel that you're really at home when you are in the ashram, and you will get a really good quality training if you want to really do a career out of yoga, and if you want it as your own personal experience, it will be like really a change in your life.
I was actually pretty scared to come. I had a really good email correspondence with the office manager, with Shanti, and that gave me a lot of trust to come, and I think in the end I just went, okay, I close my eyes and I do it, and I'm going to trust.
As a female Western lady, I was a little bit concerned with travelling to India by myself to begin with. It felt a little bit intimidating, a bit overwhelming, but there was no stress. I was met at the airport by the taxi driver with a sign telling me he was from Shanti Mandir. I was taken straight to the ashram. It all felt very safe.
And the people who live here also, there's such a strong sense of community, and that's so permeated by love for each other.
Just be fearless, don't have any questions or doubts in the mind, because with Shantarasa you are in the best hands with regards to yoga, and you would not be disappointed with your experience at the ashram.
The fire inside and the curiosity, just don't think about it and just jump into the experience, because it's great.
Let go of all expectations and just come here with a clear and open heart and mind so that you can just absorb everything here around you.
Roller coaster of emotions, lots of joy, lots of tears, the most beautiful moments I've ever lived, I think.
This understanding is something that it's not only intellectual, so that it stays with us, and I think we can deeply contemplate on it, and it will just start growing and continue to develop.
Everything is part of the process, like going to eat, it's part of the process, and chanting in the temple is part of the process, taking the asana classes, talking with people, everything is part of the experience.
Knowing what love is, what being a teacher actually is, how a teacher should actually be.
And I'm so thankful and so happy.
Life-changing, amazing community.
A sense of grace, worthiness. I had struggled a little bit with, am I worthy of being a yoga teacher? Am I good enough to teach these things? But coming here and taking it down to the bare bones has showed me that, yeah, I am worthy.